Hello, my name is Kevin McManaman. I'm here with the Facebook group Make a Stand in Your Community. I'm here sitting with Arianna Grady. She was running for student school board member. Hello, Arianna. Tell us a bit about yourself.
So, as you know, obviously, my name is Arianna Grady. Um, I'm a senior at Antioch High School now, and I'm actually currently the AUSD president at Antioch High School. I'm really involved around my school and my community. I'm involved in numerous clubs, Upward Bound. I created my own club called Be the Change at the school that focuses on changing social injustices. And yeah, I'm really just involved in my community. I love to be. I'm a part of a club called Delta Gyms, which is with the sorority members of Contra Costa for Delta. So they come through and we help out the community too. And yeah, I've been living in Antioch my whole life pretty much. I moved to Antioch to Pitt and then back to Antioch. But I always attended Antioch Unified School District school since my elementary days. Sorry, I went to Marsh, Antioch Middle School, and then right to Antioch High School. So that's where we're at right now.
That's exactly where I attended. I went to Marsh,
Oh,
to
really?
Antioch Middle, to Antioch High School. Yeah, I was '07 right here.
Funny.
All right, so the next question is going to be the difficult question. I heard what happened. Now let's talk about why I brought you here to speak with me today. I heard you were declined by Stephanie Anello, which is the president of the school board, even though you went through the proper channels to become student board member. Could you elaborate what you went, like what process you went through?
Yeah, definitely. So let me tell you a little bit about how I got into the situation. So
Okay.
in February, I actually went and attended the emergency safety meeting after the passing of Jonathan Parker.
Hmm.
And then I was really interested in what was going on. Obviously, there was nothing being brought up, no actions were being taken. And I was really interested and I was like, wow, this is, not correct. So I kept on attending the meetings and the meeting after the emergency meeting, I spoke up. Um, about a situation that happened at Antioch High School where there was an incident where we didn't know that we were in lockdown and there was a gun on campus, but we didn't go on lockdown. And my one of my program directors had to lock me in her office and a few other student board members. So we didn't feel safe at all, especially just after what happened to Jonathan Parker. I'm very sorry about that, and sorry. My condolences to the family, most definitely. But I spoke up about it, and then I was approached after by Ellie Householder and Crystal Sawyer White about what I have brought to the table, basically. And
Hmm.
they're really like impressed by me, so they really wanted to get me on the board. They were like they're really interested in what I had to say and thought that I was a great candidate for it. So I started making the actions to do so. I emailed Stephanie Anello, and she eventually got back to me. It took a while. I could already tell that the communication was going to be pretty bad, but it took a while. So I still got it done. And then she told me that she was going to look through and what was there wasn't a student board member, so there wasn't really much that she could look for. So she ended up finding an ed code where it stated that I had to get 500 signatures from high school students in the AUSD district.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I could do that. Okay, I could do that. But at this time we're in COVID, so it didn't really make sense to me. So I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. So Crystal Sawyer White and Ellie Householder were with me the whole time. They were helping me out the whole time. We were fighting, trying to figure out other districts. We were looking at other districts. Do they have to get 500 signatures? No other districts that we found had to get 500 signatures. I personally talked to the girl from Pitt who is a student board member, and she did not have to get 500 signatures. She just had to get voted in, and that is what happened with her. And she's been the past 2 years now. She graduated, but for the past 2 years she was the student board member. But there was nothing that said that I had to get 500 signatures. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just play their game and go with it, and I can come back and I'll get these 500 signatures. So I emailed her back. At first, I requested saying that if I could use Google Forms, because Google Forms I can put their grade, I can put the school that they go to, their last name, their ID. But then she said to use change.org. So I used change.org, and change.org cannot validate any of the signatures in some type of way. So eventually I gave her all the list of the signatures, and she looked over them. It took over a month for this process. I sent it on June 31st, and she didn't get back to me until August something. I don't know the exact date,
Hmm.
but that happened, and she said that they were not validated. And I have yet to respond to the email, but Ellie Householder and Crystal Sirway have been fighting for me. requested multiple times throughout this whole process since February, can we vote to make a motion to have the student board member? And now that's happening tomorrow, where Sir White requested again to have the student board member. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to vote on it. It's been so much backlash from the beginning, from the jump. I remember when I first started it, I was like, okay, let's do this. And then I get a call from a couple of my friends saying that they're looking for people to run against me. Basically, they're trying to get people to run against me, but none of them obviously wanted to do it. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna keep on trying, and I'll come back 10 times harder. And I proved to you. So I proved to them I can get these signatures. I got almost 600 signatures actually. So I was really excited about that. And then to have this happen, I was a little bit distraught, but it's just adding up more fuel to me to want the position, to fight for change. It shows how Stephanie Anello and, because I CC'd all of the board members and all of my emails, it shows how the certain particular members don't really just care for the youth. You expect for us to go and change, and this is going to be, we're going to be the future leaders, but you don't give us a chance. So I don't really understand that, but that is what happened. So yes, thank you for asking.
Yeah, thank you for that. Also, just a follow-up question. Do you think she put 500 signatures on you to stop you from becoming student board?
No, I do. I honestly do believe that that could have been the issue, because the ed code that she sent me, because obviously I wanted proof that it was on a
Yeah.
Google Docs, so I don't know if it was typed up out of nowhere. I don't know what happened
Mm.
about anything. I apparently that there was a previous student board member years ago, so many years ago, because this ed code was from 1975.
Oh, wow.
How did it not change? It doesn't make, yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if it was typed up. We made assumptions that it was, but I still came back and I still got them during this time of COVID, not being able to go up to anyone during my school, like during the school year if it was regular. But I don't understand how it doesn't show the fight that I want and how bad I want this position to make change for all of our students in the district.
Do you think she was trying to stack the 500 signatures on you so you wouldn't become student board member? And why do you think that was the reason?
I have no way to validate if she did or not. Obviously, I wish I could, but like I said before, I don't know if the ed code that she sent me was previously was previously stated before, like for other board members who wanted to do it. Like there's no option on the AUSD board website that for a student board member position. So I don't know
Yeah.
if anything was made up or anything like that, but I played,
You did
what I
exactly
played
what
their
you were told,
I did
so
exactly what I was told, and I did that. So I'm not sure if she didn't, if she made sure some of them were not validated. She sent me back a list of which ones were, and apparently I needed like about 200 more. I'm not sure for myself, because obviously I don't know everybody in the district or everyone
exactly.
who signed the petition, which I wish I did, but I don't. So I'm not sure why she would do such thing. I just think that it shows who she really is, obviously, because if I was in her position, I would see the fight in me. I would see that obviously I'm still trying to do this during the time of COVID, and get me the position, or have it be able to be voted in. So yeah.
Exactly. I just feel like this is an injustice because to become a mayor or a city council or a school board member, you're only required to get 20 signatures. And then on
Oh
top of
yeah.
that, they want you to get 10 more just in case you weren't validated. So 500 signatures, it seemed like they were stacking the cards against you. And
Yeah,
I feel like that's really wrong. And we really do need a student voice onto the school board. Is there
definitely.
anything you wanted to close with today?
Well, not really. I'm here for the students. That's all. I'm here for every one of them, middle school, elementary school, high school. If you need to reach out to me, I'm here to voice if there's something going on. Right now, especially during these times, it's a really good fight. We don't want to have a digital divide right now, definitely. So that's what I'm focused on here. So that's pretty much all
Okay.
that I needed to say.
I
Thank you so
encourage
much.
everybody to submit a school board comment. I will have that in the description of this video. Um, yeah, we're gonna need those comments before 6 o'clock tomorrow on the 26th.
I
So,
believe it's before 4 actually,
oh,
because
before
I tried to get
4.
some. Yes, that's the crazy thing. I tried to get some for last board meeting 2 weeks ago, and Kelly was saying that to the people that were trying to put in public comments that it was at 4 o'clock. So
So
I'm just
before
shooting for
4.
4 this time. Yeah, shooting for 4.
All right. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.